Between the Stops by Sandi Toksvig, a delightful memoir that is set on the route of the number 12 bus that passes through London from Dulwich Library right up to Oxford Circus. It's published by Hachette. I certainly have a fondness for the number 12 because when I went to school I would pick up the number 12 from Horniman, and this is going further south into deepest Sydenham, and get off and go to school. And if I wanted to go into town I would go the other way and I would go up to Oxford Circus, and of course there is everything on Oxford Street that you could ever want. Yeah. So using the number 12 bus as a vehicle, no pun intended, for her narrative device is actually, it's inspired. She goes up onto the upper deck if she can, and she'll reflect and observe what's going on, hopefully from the front of the bus, and she likes the right hand side seat so she can see everything. She is thoughtful and ponders the lives of the people who join her on this bus, even if they're eating their food, oblivious to the fact they're covering her in crumbs, or if they're plugged into their earphones, in a world of their own. She just wonders what their lives are like. She then metaphorically hops on and off the bus, as well as physically, and that is a great way for her to kind of tell her story. And much of her childhood actually is quite sad. She spent a lot of really good years in the USA, but then had to come to boarding school in the UK. And that is a very sad and quite lonely time for her. It is then mirrored once again when she goes to Girton, where it was a time when she was actually, thinking that actually she is probably gay, but there was absolutely no support. And, as she reflects back on those years, you can hear it still causes her quite a lot of pain. As you read her memoir, or in my case, listen to it, you can be in absolutely no doubt that she is passionate about equality for women. As she trundles along in her bus, she observes there is a paucity of blue plaques for women, lots of men, and also road names that are named after men. And sometimes these men had to do so little in order to get a road named after them that it's actually quite depressing. As the number 12 wends its way through Lordship Lane to Goose Green, through Peckham, Camberwell Green, up through Lambeth and on to Oxford Circus, she reflects on the history that she passes through, the little anecdotes that she shares with her reader. She also thinks back to her time as one of the hosts on the Great British Bake Off, what it means to be a celebrity, the people she's met, and also the travel she's taken. So Sudan has a particularly strong memory for her. It's all there, it's all beautifully described. And now that I have come to the end of the memoir, I do feel a little bit bereft. I really enjoyed it. I went round for much of it with a smile on my face, and I think if you like the work of Sandi Toksvig, you want something that's intelligent, I think you would enjoy and actually adore this memoir. So do give it a go, and give it a go on Audible because you get her dulcet tones.